friends. My name is Beckman. I'm the corporate chaplain for Ebenezer. And during this time of COVID and pandemic, we've been creating a series of worship services to share with our over 100 communities. And this set of devotions and reflections to try to help our communities and our residents and staff as well to cope during this time. Today's reflection is number 31 in our series, and the title of this reflection is My Daily Pilgrimage to Menards. During this time of pandemic, I seem to be building a lot of things out of wood lately. I've been making benches for the garden. I've gotten a flair for yard art of all sorts of strange things. And just recently, my wife got the wonderful idea on YouTube of taking wood pallets that you often see lying by the side of the road and turning them into flower boxes. And I've already cranked out 4 of them. The point, though, is that I am not very good at building. I'm slow, I'm inefficient, I make lots of mistakes, and you don't really want to look too closely at my work because it always seems to be leaning a little bit. And if you were to put a level on it, it would always be sort of off balance just a bit. But that's how I've been coping with the pandemic. Every time I stop worrying, I go build something, even if it's not needed. And before long, the yard is going to be full. The beauty, though, has been I've been making a daily trip just about to Menards. And I go there and buy what I need and work on my creative project. And the goal, though, is to make only 1 trip to Menards. Last week, though, I had to make 2 trips to Menards. And that always feels like a colossal personal failure. Well, if I were a contractor, I would have gotten it right. And I could have made just 1 trip to Menards. Well, I went to Menards a second time because I was really into this project and I really wanted to complete it so I could rest and take the night off. And when I got to the cashier, she looked at me and she said, "Weren't you here already once today?" And it stopped me cold. And before I knew it, I blurted out, "I have a lot to pray for today." I have a lot to pray for today. And it really dawned on me that that's sort of what I'm doing. Do you have anxiety? Do you have worries? Are you concerned about all this stuff that's happening in our world? What are you doing with it? How are you praying? I happen to be doing it by traveling to Menards every day and working out my anxiety and my fear and my concern through woodworking. And as I said before, I'm not a good woodworker. In fact, if I were to try to be a carpenter, I would starve, I'm pretty sure. But that doesn't keep me from keeping at it. And every time I'm anxious and I'm worried, I go out and build something, or try to. The point is less about actually creating something of beauty than the process of praying and working out my anxiety through whatever I'm working at. So about that cashier, weren't you here already once today? I have a lot to pray for today. And the beautiful thing is she didn't smirk, she didn't talk back, she didn't even gloat. She just looked at me and gave me this incredibly understanding look as a way almost saying, "Amen. I have a lot to pray for today." "Amen," she said, without words. And it was this wonderful little connection. I could see that she knew that I wasn't a woodworker and that I was doing my very best, and I had already been there once, and I had a lot to pray for that day. And all she needed to do was nod her head, but I knew she was saying, "Amen. Truly, I get it." Blessings on the journey ahead, dear friends. I hope you find ways to deal with your worries and anxieties, and you might even turn them into a way of prayer. Blessings now. Bye for now.